All right, when severe weather is in the forecast, many parents immediately start asking and wondering whether schools will be closed or delayed. But those decisions don't happen overnight. Meteorologist Danielle Moss takes us behind the scenes to show us how weather forecasts become action.
When rain, snow, or severe weather is in the forecast, there's a lot more happening behind the scenes than most people realize. At the Academy of Scholars, a private school in Stonecrest, keeping students safe starts with the forecast.
There's one thing that's predictable about Georgia weather, and that is it's unpredictable. Once we start getting information from our news reporters like yourself that there is a potential threat of inclement weather that's coming, we start notifying parents immediately because, again, they come from 37 different zip codes and they have to be able to respond very quickly in that situation.
The goal is to stay ahead of changing weather, not to react to it.
We want to get in front of it.
But keeping students safe isn't something schools do alone. In fact, weather planning looks much different for a large public school district like DeKalb County schools.
We drive over 90,000 miles a day here in DeKalb County in school buses. Hundreds and hundreds of bus stops, and we have children and their families all out at these bus stops.
As meteorologists, we talk about the weather all the time, but what happens after those forecasts are issued? Well, here in the DeKalb County Emergency Operations Center, those forecasts become action.
It is a conference call with all of the department heads, and again, they'll ask me the recommendation. I will say what I see and what it looks like, and this is what we've prepared for. And from there, they'll make that decision.
We have to look at down trees, down power lines, flooding. All of that could be barriers in order to get to the school, so it's very important that we work with those multi-agencies.
Whether it's a private school or one of Metro Atlanta's large public school districts, officials say every weather decision begins long before students ever walk through the doors. In Atlanta, I'm meteorologist Danielle Moss.
And Chesley, you know that a lot of these decisions, sometimes they're very clear and easy, and other times you just don't know. But I have seen from being here a while that they do try to err on the side of caution more than not here in Atlanta.
Yeah, and that's obviously changed since we were in school. I mean, we used to walk in snow, and where school is like never closed for any reason at all. But that's a tough decision to make, and you have to make it for a lot of families, a lot of students. Your students, I used to talk to a lot of superintendents, and that's just one of the things that they have to make. That's their call, even though we get the blame.
Yeah. Sometimes they're like, "Why did you guys close school? It's just cold."
Right.
You just don't. You just want to be aware.
As you mentioned, better to err on the safe side. Yep.
All right. Well, today looking good.
Yeah. Looking bad. Not looking bad, at least for this morning.